Shalom. Sagt der Sauerkal von GMS Journey with a new lesson. First off and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor and thanks unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. That belongs to the elders and apostles and ministers to us the truth. Peace and blessings, salutations to the elect of that spreading this truth with sincerity and also charity across the four winds. So, back with another lesson. I did this week a lot of intrinsic lesson, but it's just how the spirit goes, man. It was a hectic week, a lot of things going on, but nevertheless, on my way to the camp now. And honestly, man, I just when I was walking on my door, the spirit just entered in me, and I was just like, hey, be on fire for this truth, man. How Ratazar gonna call this lesson like that, man? Because it's time to be on fire for this truth, man. It was a long time, like it should be already like that, but right now more than ever before, man. Because see the prophecies popping off left and right, man. You see all these major things happening, especially in 2 Kings 15th chapter, coming more and more into existence, let me say it like that. Why? Because they play out, man. These prophecies really play out. Like it says in Habakkuk 2 and 3, for the vision of the time, for the vision is set for a set time, they will tear away for it because it will surely come. It will not tear, rough paraphrasing, man. Because, man, the book of Habakkuk, man, the 2nd chapter, 3rd verse is a beautiful scripture because it's just clearly letting you know, man, hey, these words, even though it may seem like they come too late or whatever, they're not coming too late, man. They will never come too late. They're gonna come to pass the right time, right moment, man. Because in the morning when I was doing my groceries and everything, I was checking out the elders apostles from last week, the camp, and El Apostle made a beautiful point because I was really meditating upon that also. Like in 2018, man, everything was fine and dandy in this world, man. Nothing was going really on, man. Everything was cool, but then 2019 kicked in, 2019, and then you got 20, 21, now 22, man. And if I remember right, man, we started teaching in August 2018, man. So hey, that's all in the spirit. And you really see, man, as these things are turning up, man, we have to turn up. And what I mean by that is be on fire, man. We have to be on fire for this truth, man. We have to be on fire for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. Always and at all times, man. When the spirit is there, man, you got the time, do it, man. If not, write it down, do it later. Yahweh the spirit gonna come upon you again. Because I'm telling you, if you won't do it, man, somebody else gonna do it. It's always like that. Lessons, a dope lesson that you wrote down, but you sit on it for days and weeks. Everybody gonna put the spirit upon somebody else to do it, man. Because this showing you also that we can be easily replaced from today to tomorrow, man. Like Esau just replaced you. How do you think the Heavenly Father, the creator of the universe, can replace you, man? You think you can be replaced, man? Then you should really humble yourself, man. Because like it says, let me read in Revelation 3:15. This was the scripture that popped into my mind. It says, I know their works. And this is Yahushua speaking to the church of Sardis, man. And he's telling them, like, I know their works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. See, he's saying like you're not going 100, man. You're not really going 100. Neither you're going 0. You go like around 50%, 60%, man. You're not 100% in the truth, nor 100% out of the truth, man. This is what the Yahushua is telling them, man. Listen, man. We have to be 100% in this truth, man. We have to give it all, man. Especially in the times that we're in right now, man. And I was just talking to a person, I was reading, because my day, I had to do some groceries because in Germany on Sundays all shops are closed, so you have to do it. If you don't do it the days before because you're fucking working till 5 or 6, then the grocery shops that you want to go to maybe, like not the major ones, are closed. So you have to do it sometimes on a Saturday, man. But nevertheless, so I was doing my thing, came home, I just read some chapters in Sarek, man. Like I think 2 chapters. And after I was done reading, I was like, it's just beautiful to read these scriptures, man. It's just wonderful, man. It's one of the most beautiful things that you could do in your life, man. People want to do adventures, people want to do this, that, and third, man. Let's just have peace, go into the scriptures. And this is really, like Yahushua said, man, I'm going to give you water that you never, like, if you drink it, you will never thirst after anymore, man. You know, because like the Samaritan woman that was at the well, you know, she was a heathen, and she was like, yo, listen, man, why are you asking me to give you water and things like that? And then he was like, rough paraphrasing, of course. I was saying, hey, if you would have known me and would have known that this water that I could give you is water that makes you never thirst again, you would have asked me, man. You know, roughly paraphrased, you know. So this water, man, it fills you up, man. It makes your day, man. And this way I really, you know, encourage brothers, man, if you got the time in the morning, it's what I try to do myself. You know, first week was good. This week was a little bit more strugglesome, you know. A little bit I struggle with it because, hey, late nights, long work, then you want to go into scripture, so on and so forth. You're tired, so you sleep a little bit long in the morning. But nevertheless, try to read just one chapter in the morning, man. Hey, this is gonna make your day, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna make your day, man. Because it's the water that we need, man. This is the substance that we need. Of course, the body desires water, food, you know, nourishment. So your spirit, your soul, man, you know, your spirit really wants nourishment, man. So you're gonna feed your flesh daily, right? You're gonna give it everything it needs, you know, because you're hungry, if you're thirsty, you know, you feel like, oh, your lips dry, you have to drink something. Oh, your stomach is growling, oh, you need some food. You know, you do all these things for your flesh, but then for your spirit, it needs to water and food also, spiritually though, which is the word, which is truth. Hey, you have to drink the water that makes you never thirst again, man. Because it makes you never thirst again, because you're not thirsting for any other doctrine, you know? You're not thirsting for any other doctrine. You're not thirsting for anything else, man. You just want to be in that. Because I had a conversation with a person last few days about the person's religion, things like that. I was like, no, I'm not even interested in that, man. You know, but why not looking into it? Listen, man, I don't need it. I'm full. When I think about the things that you believe in, about your book and so on and so forth, I'm thinking to myself, yo, this is just a waste of time, man. They're gonna irritate me and everything. Of course, we go maybe into the Quran or whatever, or the other books of these what is it called? These these false religions, to basically cut them. But that's it, man. We're not out there I'm not going to the book to really edify myself, to be built up. No, maybe that I can cut it, yes, but not to be like, yeah, this may be the answer. No, man, I got the answer already, which is the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. You know, and I just saw that, man, because I was really thinking, trying to imagine how I read it. It was blocked, man. I couldn't do it. I couldn't, man. Not because what they want you to do is read it without premeditation, basically, without the things that you learned. Read it with a clean mind, and you look at them like, fuck out of here, man. You know, you ain't doing it. You can't, man, because the scriptures are so strong in your mind, and you read these things, and you know, oh yeah, the scripture in this scripture, man. Yeah, this speaks about that, man. You know, so on and so forth. Scriptures popping in your mind, man. You can't do it, man. Because why? And that's a beautiful thing. You shouldn't be mad or sad about that. You should be happy, man. Because the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yoshai rests upon you, man. Scriptures come into your mind how you can cut these things instantly. That's the spirit of the Lord, man. That's the spirit of the Lord. Because you're like, no. You ain't going that way, man. You ain't going that way. You know, you ain't going that way. And this is really what we have to understand, man. You know? This is really what we have to understand, man. We have to follow this truth wholeheartedly, in truth and sincerity, always, man. Always, man. At all times, you know. Because, hey, listen. This is the way that we have to walk in, man. Like it says in Isaiah chapter... where is it again? I think Isaiah 30. Let me check real quick. Because I'm on the light anyways. You know. But it's saying there's a voice behind you and telling you, hey, that's the way, walk in it, walk ye in it. It's Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 23, I think, if I remember right. But let me look it up real quick. Isaiah chapter 30, 23. No. This way. Oh, 30 and 21. Okay. Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 20. Let me start there. It says, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity, the bread of suffering, because it's really what we got, man. We got the bread of affliction, man. Because everything in this world, especially when it was before, but when you come to this truth, you see it more, like it says in Ecclesiastes 1:18. He that increases knowledge increases sorrow, man, because you understand what you're going through, and you're like, hey, this life ain't shit, man. And that's a good mentality to have. But it says, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, and the water of affliction, so this is basically what you consume, man, just affliction. This is really what enters into you, affliction and pain and sorrow, man. But that's good. You know why? You're going to desire and appreciate the kingdom even more. Of course, yeah, you hear about the kingdom, it sounds like a beautiful place, man. You're going to be in power, authority, everything going to be in order, everything going to be in righteousness. But if you don't go to the unrighteousness, you will never fully appreciate the righteousness of the kingdom. This is why we're going through this process. This is why we're suffering all these things, man. To really fully appreciate and be thankful for the righteousness which we are about to receive, man. So it says, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore. Yeah, because our teachers were removed into a corner. We was with a flock with a guide, man. We just was going astray. But now we got our teachers again, which are the men of GMS, man. These are the true men that we follow. And demons want to jump on you, like today with me, man. The demon wanted to jump on me, like, yes, this really, is this really the truth? And I was just thinking, like, oh yeah, that's really the thing, that's really the thing. Hey, the demons get stronger by the day, man. The day the closer you come to the kingdom, the stronger demons gonna approach you, man. Stronger demons gonna approach you, and hey, just bear with me 1 second. So like I said, man, hey, like as the time we come closer to the kingdom, the stronger the demons getting, man. And so I was doing my thing. See, it's Satan, man. I was just doing my thing, and I was like, is this really the truth, man? Like the doubt they want to kick in. I was like, man, I listened to the Elder Apostle and I was like, yeah, man, this is the truth, man. It has to be. Even if, hey, listen, man, like Elder Apostle says, man, if the Heavenly Father makes us to believe this is the truth, but it's not, man, then so be it, man. But hey, we do the Lord's service, man. But I firmly believe that this is the truth and nothing but the truth that we're teaching, And sometimes when you hear things, you might need some time to really understand it, because it has to sink in. You have to ponder upon it, especially when you come to the truth. Take the time, ponder upon it. Not go instantly against it. Prove it, man. Check it out, man. Don't be emotionless, effeminate as dude, man. Go into the scriptures, prove the things, and read it, man. Don't be like a female, man. Because a female is like, yeah, no, that's not true. Why? Because I feel like it. It doesn't matter how the fuck you feel about it. If it's the truth, it's the truth. If not, then not. Prove then that it's not the truth, So, matter of fact, so like I said, man, this is the truth, man. Nothing but the truth. This is what we have to firmly believe in. So if you believe this is the truth and all these words are true and going to come to pass, you have to push hard, man. And that's the whole point of the lesson. You have to push hard, because scriptures speak about work out your own salvation, give diligence to make your call and election sure, man. Philippians 2:12, and 2 Peter 1:10. Give diligence to make the call and election sure. See, this is why you have to be diligent. And the word diligence goes into constant effort to accomplish something. To accomplish what? The words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, things that we have to do, man. So we have to push hard, man. And push harder by the day. Yeah, like I just said, man, this week, man, I wanted to sit down and do lessons. I wanted to sit down and do lessons. But the time wasn't there, man. Always something came in, so you just use the time that you have. I'm doing transit lessons, and Yahweh Ratazah are going to work on the time schedule and everything, because you have to constantly adjust, man. Especially when the Sabbath change and things like that, you have to adjust, maybe even weekly, because things pop up. For me, I have a new job now. The month before I wasn't working, so I had to complete the adjustment. But that's no excuse. It's just a fact. Accept the fact and now adjust. It's not like, yeah, that's why I didn't do the work. No, I should have still did the work according to what I wanted to do, how I wanted it to do. But hey, so on the Spirit of the Lord, man. So on the Spirit of the Lord, and we just do what we have to do, man. We're just gonna be there for one another as we have to, Yahweh Ratazah, man. Because this is also a major thing in this truth, man. You know, people always think about like, yeah, you can just do your videos and that's it. No, man. You have to build with brothers, man. You might have brothers that might have questions that want to spend time with you, build with you, study with you. You have to make the fucking time, man. You know, you have to make that time. It can't be all in solitude, man. Like it says in Ecclesiastes 4:9. 2 are better than 1, man. You know, but woe to him. So like it, 2 are better than 1, because when he falleth, he has a help to rise to help him up. Rough paraphrasing. And woe to him that is alone, because he has none to help him up, man. You know, because you're always thinking like you're strong, things like that. No, you're gonna have weak times in this truth, man. You're gonna have really weak moments. You're really gonna feel weak, man. You know, you're really gonna feel weak, and you still have to keep on pushing, man. You know, you can't just be all like, yeah, man, you know, so much things going on in my life, that's why I can't push really. No, man. Through the adversity you have to push, man. This makes you stronger. Because think about it, in a stressful day, stressful week, you're still doing your lessons, you know, and still doing your study sessions that you have to do. You're fucking strong, man. And then when you got the time to do all these things, you're gonna do them. You know? So that's why we have to always keep on pushing, be on fire, man. And this is the whole point of this lesson, to be, you know, to be encouragement for brothers to be on fire. Because first and foremost goes on to me, man. Like I said, I was just walking. Really, I was walking out of my door. Boom! It was like the spirit entered to me, like when like Goku, I can't really remember the scene, but like when a powerful character of a cartoon or anime receives strength, man. You know, when a cartoon of anime character really receives strength, man, like just power enter into him. This is how I felt, man. This is how I feel. You know, this is how I feel, man. Yeah, man. Hey, this is what we have to do, man. This is the truth, man. We have to push it hard. You have maybe unbelieving people around you, yeah, but let this be even a fire onto you, because these people don't know what the fuck they're talking about, man. Don't be all fucked up. Yeah, man. He or she's not believing, man. You know. No, man. I don't give a fuck, man. Okay, they're not believing. There are people out there that they are believing, and they need to be fed, man. So let me do the work, and don't doubt your work, man. You may think like, yeah, man, my work is not seen or my work is unnecessary because I made the mighty teachers out there. Okay, let there be mighty teachers. Yes, they're mighty, but they might go into too deep topics for new guys coming in, and you might do topics that you just you go maybe through the milk again, and you do edifying videos, and these people are really built up, and they're built up for these mighty teachers, man. You know, because now they might understand they're in the 7th chapter better. You know, they're in the 2nd chapter. You know, the book of Revelation, because of your so-called easy lesson that you did. You know, so never doubt your work, man, but be on fire for this truth, man. You know, be on fire for this truth, always and at all times, man. And like I said in the beginning of this week, man, you know, I said it instantly because I knew that this is gonna happen more. But this is not the only way how you should do lessons in transit. You should sit down, study scriptures, and line up scriptures and do a video, man. You should sit down, man. You know, like the elder, what is his name again? I forgot his name, man. I really forgot his name. The elder out of Atlanta, the head of the camp. I sadly forgot his name, but he's a strong brother. We learned a lot from him. And he said it too, man. We shouldn't be, a year or two ago, like I said at the beginning of this week, man, we shouldn't be like, yeah, man, you know, I think, man, I did all weekend, you know, for 2-3 weeks or all weekend transit lessons, all I did, you know. No, man. That's not the spirit that we should be in, only doing the transit lessons, because, yeah, you might turn the camera on, yeah, you might speak spiritual things to build up the body, but you should sit down and do the things, man. Why? Because you really study scriptures, go in it, you know. That's not the only time they should do your lessons, man. You have to make your bodies in sacrifice, man. Of course, like I said, man, my week was fucked up too. You know, didn't have that much time as I expected. But hey, we just push through, man. And we do what we can do, but this shouldn't be the norm. Let me say it like that, man. You know? But let me go back to Revelation chapter 13. Now Isaiah chapter 30, verse 21, it says, "And thine ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way." See, and that's the truth. The truth, the spirit guiding you, this is the way, man. You know, you hear the apostles, you hear them speak, you see that they really also live what they speak. They're not just only speaking it, they're also living it. You know? They're living it, they're speaking it, and you're like, yeah, that's the way, man. The Spirit gonna guide you. The word of the Lord gonna guide you and show you like this is the way, man. You know, because they really do what the scriptures tell you to do. They really break down these scriptures. They really break down these prophecies, man. They'll do all these things. And that's beautiful, man. And this is the way that we should walk in. You know? It says, verse 21, the rest. Walk ye in it when you turn to the right hand and when you turn to the left. So basically follow the way, man. If it goes to the right, go to the right. If it goes to the left, go to the left, man. You have to follow the way. So now I go back to the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and 15, and then I'm going to close out the lesson. You know, I don't want to do that much babbling or whatever. I just made the point, and this is all we have to do. Straight to the point, nothing more, nothing less, man. So it's Revelation chapter 3 and verse 15 again. I know that works, that though I'd neither cold nor hot, I would word though cold or... So like it. I would thou wert cold or hot. So he rather would have you cold or hot, man. You know, 100% in the truth, 100% out of the truth, man. This is how the Lord wants you to be. Not to be lukewarm, you know, medium done. No, He wants you 100% done or raw, man. You know, raw in the world or really done fire for this truth, man. So this is really what we have to be, man. There's no thing in the midst, you know. There's no thing in the middle, you know. There's no thing in the middle. There's no thing like, yeah, man, you know, I believe, but you know, I don't really practice. Okay, then you lukewarm, man. You know, I believe, but I don't practice. What does the scripture say? Faith without works is dead, man. Being alone. Because a guy may say, yeah, I believe, but he has no works. Another guy says, hey, I'll show him. So like, yeah, I show you my faith through my works. Rough paraphrasing. So, hey, this is what we have to do. I'm gonna read it also. I'll write this after this one. Revelation 3 and verse 16. It says, so then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. So Yahweh Shai going to spew you out of the mouth, kick you out of the truth, and take all the knowledge and understanding from you, man. So this is a time where you have to be on fire and really start to show yourself proof and really give it all, man. That's what we have to do, man. That's what we have to do. 3 hours about Shemi Shai, man. For real. At all times, always, man. You know, it's not the time to be lukewarm. It's not the time to be cold. It's time to be hot. You know? What you doing anyways, man? It's fucking cold outside. All day, man. What you doing at the house? Just watching all day videos. Well, not videos of the truth, but, you know, bullshit videos, cartoons, movies. No, man. Time that you got, invest in this truth, man. You know, you have to make sacrifices, man. Like it says, make your body a little sacrifice. You know? So we have to make ourselves a little sacrifice, offer our time. And like it says, you want to get wise? Read Sirach 38 and 24. It says, you know, the wisdom of learned man cometh by the opportunity of leisure, man. Why? Because he offers up his free time to study the scriptures, go into his words, go into the history, go on whatever to grow in this truth. You know, this is what we have to do, man. This is what we always have to do. You know, always at all times. We have to really invest ourselves and our time in this ministry, man. Because hey, you want to get a stronger teacher, right? You have to offer up your time. So now I'm gonna read James. I'm gonna close out. You know. Yeah, man. Time flies also to this lesson. It's already like 23 minutes in. I thought like I had 10 minutes in or something. And this is showing you also Heavenly Father is speeding up the time. Even I think this bougie badass, this guy said it, the time is just freaking flying, yeah. Like the scripture says. The Heavenly Father shortened the time for the elect, say, rough paraphrasing, man. Because hey, if you don't shorten the time, nobody's gonna be saved. Like it says in Matthew 24 and 22, if I remember right. You know? Maybe I'm gonna check that out also. But this is James chapter 1 and verse 22. It says, oh yeah, be doers of the words, not hearers only, deceiving your own self. See, this is what we have to do, man. We have to follow the word. We can't just be hearers, we have to also be doers of the word. It says, for if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he's like unto a man beholding his natural face in the glass. Yeah, you're just looking at yourself like you're nothing, man, because you're doing it. It's like you really have to look in your face and see like, hey, you ain't doing shit, man. You know, because you're gonna feel like, yeah, I'm a hearer of the word but not the doer. It's not fitting, man. You know, it's really not fitting. It says, but I want the other one. I think it's a little bit up. Let me bear for 1 second. Yeah. Let me read verse 24. For he beholdeth himself, I think it's 2:18. Yeah, so like, yeah. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was. Yeah, because he sees himself like, yeah, man, I'm a righteous man. Because, I believe. But then he walks and doesn't do the acts of righteousness. You're going to forget that he's a righteous man, man. But I think it's James chapter 2. Yeah, so like it. James 2:17. Even so faith, if it has no works, is dead being alone. It says, yea. Yeah, for 1 second it says, 144. The way y'all busting me outside, man. It says, yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me the faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. And this is what we have to do. Show our faith by our works. And this is pushing this truth, pushing this ministry, to the best of our ability. Because, certain brothers got, more talents, more time, and a bigger fire than maybe another one. But to your ability, do it, man. And do the minimum, at least, man. El Pastor says 3 minutes. Hey, he changed it, actually. He said everyday video, but try to do 3 videos a week, man. Because El Pastor just wants you to be on fire for this truth and do as much as you can to make it out of it, to make it, and to basically obtain salvation, man. So yeah, man. So now, let me read Matthew 24:20, 22. Like I said before, I want to read that real quick. It says, except those days, should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And that's really what you see, man. Also at the job, I'm there. I think like 10 minutes are gone, 3 hours are gone, man. The time is just freaking flying. So use time that you got, man, because the time is shortened, man. You come close to the end by the day. So be on fire for this truth. But hey, that's everything I got. Hey, I pray and hope this lesson was edifying to the spirit and power, mercy, grace of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. I want to give once again all praise, glory, and honor and thanks to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, commitments, and told us the truth. Peace and blessings, salutation to the elect there who spreading this truth with sincerity. And I was charity across the 4 winds, man. Yaratza. This lesson was edifying, man. On to the next one. Shalom.